Soldier Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming tenants in 71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. Today it is the opener of the 2024 NFL season, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Chicago Bears. The ball on the tee, we're set for football, and off we go from Soldier Field. Here's Elijah Moore now, bringing it out of his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Ready, go. 15. Get there. Watch the middle. First down. Don't let him get there. Ready, go.
They start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 22 yards there, a first down.
Now you can exhale. During the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw of the year.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So into Bear territory now. This is first and 10 at the 44-yard line. The toss out right to Gibbs. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A 3-yard gain of the play. Brings up third down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Ritter here on 3rd and 2. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. Ritter with it after the play fake. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's first and goal. Throwing it Terry McLaurin's way again. He's got it. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Gibbs will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
go. Mow him down like a lawnmower, baby. Get out of here. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Got his man, it's Warren. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
But we know that he can get first downs with his arm and his legs, Charles. And there, when he gets outside of the pocket, the defense has to account for both, and he's able to complete it for the first.
And he's very comfortable outside of the pocket. Some quarterbacks, that's not their thing. For him, that seems to be the #1 asset to his game. Gets out into the open field, things seem to break down the secondary a little bit, and he picks out the right target.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 1.
Back to throw here. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Yaya Diaby, he's the one who got in there. He gets the sack.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30. A good pickup there, a 22. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
In motion right is Watkins.
They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. The start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Warren. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for Chicago. Touchdown. Kareem Hunt from 17 yards out. And the Bears respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no run back here for more. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
7-7, our score after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Ritter back to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Look at ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and that will force a turnover on downs. Got his man, Okonkwo. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That time on the run pass option when he decided to throw it. Not a quick little drop-off. He went downfield a bit.
Reminiscent of a triple option quarterback in college because he faked it inside, and instead of immediately throwing it out to the perimeter, stepped back in the pocket to find a target downfield.
2nd and 1. Being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Yaya Diaby in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That'll be complete to Okonkwo. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And this one is right through. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out there in Lester 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 2. Ritter off the play fake. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted.
Picked off by Jair Alexander. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll make it second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Watkins in motion left. Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw off play action.
They'll roll him out right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. From the left hash, this from 34. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
13 yards there and a Niner first.
And the 49ers first down.
On play action, here's Ritter. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Trying the left side with Gibbs.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut it down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
2nd and 9.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Gibbs on the toss left. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll send Kirk in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Ritter to throw it. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the save. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy. Pearson's kick is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. He finds his man complete. That's Rourke. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
Back to throw again. Dancing to his left.
Short throw taken in by Conklin.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10.
On play action, they'll throw.
He'll air this one out for Mims. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Niners are going to get the football back at their own 17.
That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
A gain of 15. First down, San Francisco.
Okay, right?
Now Ritter to throw on first down.
This is caught. It's Kirk. And out across midfield down to the 45. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Ready.
He'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
3rd down and 6.
They'll set up a throw.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Tyree Wilson using that athletic ability to make the play.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Flush to his right. He stiff arms him and just shedding him off there. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its fourth. Here. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Returning it is Moore. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here's Ritter.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Off the option, here's Gibbs.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 67 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On second down, Ritter. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
And the Bears will take over here just shy of the 30.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got his man. It's Warren. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat, but a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Keep it up. Keep it rolling, boys. Keep it rolling.
2nd and 9 now. Escaping the ball, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Tyree Wilson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further as they get him down well short of the line to gain. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return, and the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down. Back now at Soldier Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Working from the gun, Ritter. And that is incomplete. And the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Some applause for the defense there. They forced him to throw that one into coverage. And just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
And he'll take it just outside the 40. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 35. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Warren. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. In motion left is Watkins. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk going over nothing.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now.
Direction, all of a sudden, they're down.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Ritter.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll be knocked to the turf right there as he gets it up to the 43. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10.
Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Counter play. Here's Gibbs. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Ritter off the play fake.
And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
92 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Going back to Gibbs on first down.
He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
And they'll get him down right about the 20. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Third and short, Ritter.
Eluding the pressure right. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
They'll run with Gibbs.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Again, it's Gibbs.
And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the 49ers are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the fourth. McPherson now for the extra point.
It's up and good, and they take the lead by a point, 17-16.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's first and 10.
He'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They'll come up now on second down.
Back to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, That looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the net.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see.
So a pressure spot here for Evan McPherson.
This to get the lead up to 4. And his kick here is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3.
Well, they come through with 3 after forcing the turnover. But CD, second half, you're starting inside the red zone. Obviously, they would have liked 6 out of that.
Absolutely, because that's all you're thinking is how do you get it into the end zone? You want the field goal to be the last resort. In this case, they gave it a great try, but did have to settle for 3.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. This is 1st and 10.
Get out of here with a W offense.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. They've got his man complete. And finally brought down at the 38.
The CD always a little extra excitement for week 1, and one of our early window games here in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year,